Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Echoes Tournament for the Nintendo GameCube on the internet. We got an exciting matchup between ReedWhaley and Xbro32. I'm Jagger G, and with me is Crash Boom Bang. How's it going?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well. So, looking at the schedule for the races, I think the gentlemen's agreements there are incorrect because they look kind of wild. I think they were for the race that was scheduled for like 6:30 today, but had to get canceled. So I don't know what settings we're actually using for this one today.
I think it's just standard tournament settings.
Okay, keep it simple at least. The racers have started in the race time chat, so they should be getting going in about like 3 seconds. Okay, maybe more than 3 seconds.
Yeah, stream delay is a thing, but yeah.
At least I can see. Okay, so yeah. Oh, Morph Ball Bomb, Seekers, 5 missiles, Dark Beam, 50 Dark Ammo. Okay.
Well, we got a gentleman's agreement, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not sure. Maybe the gentleman agreements are okay, yeah, random starting items. Okay, yeah. So I guess that actually is correct for this. And they start in Mining Station B. Immediate light ammo. So they started, yeah, looks like Xbro was a little confused because you start all the way at the top of that room, right in front of the item. So the door behind you leads to the puzzle you're supposed to do to get out. But yeah, starting with Seekers, so they can leave immediately. And that's one of the things about random start, is that depending on where you start, the game will just give you like a bunch of starting items just so you can leave. Because you need Seekers, you need bombs, you need Dark Beam just to get out of here. Looks like Xpro. Oh yeah, that's the problem with having 5 missiles. You can't get a guaranteed 10 drop. So you got to be pretty precise with your Seeker placements, because otherwise, if you miss,
Ooh.
that's bad.
This is an interesting start because you never see these Seeker targets in normal gameplay.
Yep.
And yet, they are easier to hit than the actual other side that you are supposed to see.
The other side's fine. I don't know. I don't have problems with Seeker locks most of the time.
Yeah, it does depend a little bit on where you're aiming when you fire them, because even though they home in, they do launch out forward in the direction you're facing, and they kind of like each individual missile goes to a specific side first, and then it'll home in on the targets. So that can affect whether or not you're successful with the Seeker locks, and a lot of times people struggle.
Yeah, like there's only one Seeker lock that has consistently given me trouble, and it's the Hydro Dynamo one. Just because you're underwater and that can like screw stuff up so bad. But here we got Reed fighting Bomb Guardian, and it's nice that he got an E-Tank right before this, because I died here on a practice seed where I started right at the energy controller because I got screwed up by the wasps and had no health. So yeah, prioritizing those wasps a little bit is a smart move, because Bomb Guardian does kind of deal a lot of damage if he runs into you multiple times. Sadly not getting any missiles though, so can't really do the quick kill. But yeah, best he can do is he could probably do a 3-cycle with just Power Beam, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's technically possible to 2 round it. It's just uh, you have to do more than 80 damage per round. It's kind of difficult because when you charge a beam, I think the minimum charge you can do is like 20 damage, and then it gradually increases until it's fully charged at 50 damage. So you could get like less than 40 damage to make sure it doesn't split off. And yeah, charge dark beam
Oh,
for Xbro is
yeah.
working really well as well.
I immediately forgot that they already had Dark Beam, so they could have done. So yeah, Reed could have done that instead.
Mm-hmm. So a weird quirk is that you can't really damage it again until like its face is glowing, even though it's frozen. So this is an interesting way to fight it, that's for sure.
And they both pick up Violet Translator off of Bomb Guardian, which they do need to leave Aegon. So this does give them a bit of a choice with, do they want to exit Aegon immediately, or looks like what Reed is doing is maybe going into Dark Aegon first, because they do have bombs, they do have Dark Beam, so they can get or peek every item in this area.
Yes, yeah. And another question on my mind is when will they get that second missile tank? Will it be before 45 minutes in?
Well, they already have it. They just got it in
Okay.
Portal Access A.
Ah, well, there we go.
Oh yeah, that's a good point by Lokir. Shout outs to our trackers, Lokir and Gollop. Lokir in the chat, because they have more starting items, there's going to be more energy transfer modules in the pool, because they got taken out of there.
I believe normally there's one in the standard tournament settings, so in this seed, since they started with 3 items, it's going to be 4.
And there is a Sky Temple key for Xbro in Mining Station Access, which it's nice to start out with at least one. And I don't think we've seen what's at the top of Mining Station A, that room. Yeah.
Alright, I just double-checked the notes. So it is going to be no final bosses. It's starting 3 items with random rooms in Aegon, Torvus, or Sanctuary.
Okay.
You want a Mining Station B today?
No final bosses. That is the correct way to play the game.
Allegedly.
Objectively.
Jury's still out. Anyways, we're gonna get into Dark Aegon here. It's a pretty good place to potentially find space jump. Well, they don't have random elevators, so it could be in temple grounds as well.
Oh, we've seen a couple of vanilla space jumps lately, actually. So who knows? Could be that again. But at least
Or, like,
Nope.
technically, it could be in Feeding Pit like I had earlier this week.
Oh, that sounds unpleasant.
It was interesting.
It is nice that they at least picked up one E-Tank before coming here. That'll make this track a little more forgiving. Now at the top there we have could you like move like a little bit more? Oh, that's a missile expansion. Okay. he was Reed was positioned just barely not far forward enough to really tell what it was. And taking a nice safety save as well.
I wonder how comfortable they are with the double bomb jumps up to Broom Closet. It's not like, I mean, it's not the hardest trick in the world, but it can be pretty finicky, and depending on your knowledge and experience, it can be tricky for some people.
Reed deciding to be, well, that crystal that he shot. If you step into it, then it triggers a fight with a warrior ing, and normally you can just roll around it. But if you have Dark Beam, you can shoot the crystal and disable the field, so that you can just walk through it and not trigger the fight, which is slightly unnecessary, but at least it's some fun little knowledge.
I would assume it saves half a second, but who knows?
Well, not really, because you'd have to unmorph, change the dark beam, shoot it, and then morph again and walk forward.
Yeah, and it depends how you do it, I suppose. Yeah, you are typically morphed when you enter the room. That's true.
And yes, there was just missiles in Encash 4, also missiles in Junction Site. There were missiles in Crossroads.
Well, personally, when I enter that room, when I'm disabling the Dark Crystal, I'm already unmorphed because I wanted to activate the previous safe zone.
Oh, I always just roll through the room.
Depends if you have Dark Suit or E-Tanks. I think I'm muscle memorying from not having E-Tanks when I roll through or something.
So it looks like Reed is shooting Space Jump Guardian from afar. He's got to line it up a little bit. It's a little... There he is.
Yeah.
So yeah, Space Jump Guardian's hitbox is there. It's just invisible. So you can shoot it a bunch and deal all the damage before the fight. So when you start it, you just bonk him once and he dies. Usually, I prefer to do the bomb jump to get over to Trial Tunnel before doing this, because then you have to jump down after dealing all this damage. But
Yeah.
hey, if it's a vanilla space jump, then you don't need to.
My practice seat today had light beam in back there in Trial Tunnel, so it can definitely be worthwhile to get that first.
What kind of logic were you running? Oh,
It was tournament settings.
Oh wait, was this not the same seed as the space jump in the feeding pit?
It was a different seed, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that would be a very cruel, because that could still.
So I did have Screw Attack, which does actually work in this room and gets you all the way up to that missile door, just barely.
Oh, that's
I think you have to cancel the Screw Attack at the end, but it works. Xbro also finding the Jump Guardian while it's invisible.
Yeah, we'll see if they actually... Oh, and another missile. That is 4 for 4 on missile items in Dark Aegon. We'll see if they actually check Trial Tunnel or just head on out of here. But it looks like...
I wouldn't totally expect it. It looks like he is leaving.
Oh, well... So yeah, that was... We'll see what Transport Center holds, but... Oh, he's... Looks like Reed is trying to go around... It's easier to go to the right of this this thing instead of left, I found.
There's also very weird hitboxes. It's basically a square on top of the blade pods, and it's much wider than you would expect, but it's hard to find the exact angle that it's angled.
And he's having some trouble with it. Looks like Xbro didn't deal quite enough damage to Jump Guardian, and right there, he just missed that charge shot. Easily, like, most annoying part of this fight. Jump Guardian bounces around just enough to be, like, irritating, where you'll target, shoot a charge shot, and then whiff.
In theory, it's not that much slower than just doing it while he's invisible, but practically, it's real slow. But yeah, he did get most of it down already, so not too long a fight there.
Looks like Xbro is also not going over to... Oh, he's also trying to go left of this little thingy. I always found it's significantly easier to just go right. But at least he gets it while ReedWhaley...
saves a bit of time.
Yeah, Reed went all the way around because he was running low on health.
Speaking of low on health, this may actually play into Xbro's favor. If he lowers himself below 40, he can get 80% chance of a gold health drop, giving him 100. And it looks like he's just going to opt for blue health. You do get higher chances when you're below half health to get blue drops that give you 50. but they're much less guaranteed.
So hopefully Transport Center has something, otherwise this trip to Dark Aegon was entirely worthless.
Well, beating Jump Guardian is beneficial once you get to GFMC if you have Space Jump, because it does spawn the item on top of the ship in the back.
Yeah, but that's an energy tank in Transport Center, and why is Reed going the other way? Oh, because he didn't... Well, I guess he's just going to put that Transport Center item off for a while. But yeah, that was pretty much an entirely non-beneficial trip to Dark Aegon, other than opening up the ship item.
I know Xbro saw what looked like to be a ball upgrade. Okay.
Oh, that's an ETM up there.
Is it ETM? All right.
Yep. So yeah, that's our nothing item. It's there to replace the item slots that are taken up by starting items.
Or just missing items in the pool in general. So in the vanilla game, it actually doesn't contribute to percentage. It doesn't give you any functionality. It doesn't actually have any effect whatsoever. I think it only briefly shows up in your inventory, and then it's replaced once you get a translator. And so in the randomizer, there are 119 item locations, and by default, most presets will have 118 items placed, so one of them, the ETM will replace whatever is missing.
More missiles in Aegon Transport. This has been, and we really have found nothing. And beam-related upgrade in Earth Lake.
I believe the earliest difficulty Space Jump could be on the ship would be, it's either Advanced or Expert Screw Attack without Space Jump and movement.
Xbro choosing to go do the full Temple Grounds loop instead of going over to the Hive Chambers first, because you can do that right now. Ooh.
Annihilator. Wow.
Interesting. And up there looked like something. Yeah, that's... Oh, why'd you just jump down?
I mean,
That looks like grab... Oh, that's space jump. Okay.
this is definitely looking to be the play. Well, we'll see about GFMC. We're gonna have Space Jump now, and we'll get more items, as well as Hive Chamber A is now open now that they beat Bomb Guardian.
Yeah, they can check both items in Hive Chambers. Yeah. Oh, Xbro is backing out. He might just be heading over to Hive Chambers. It looks like Chica is dead from that hint. That's good to know.
It would be nice to get power bombs before you go into GFMC. I could definitely see someone making the play over there first. Over to Hive Chamber area. Because it's just 2 items, whereas you'll get deaded, you get blocked before you really make much progress. So just going over there first, and then making the longer trip over to all the way through the save station in Great Temple makes a lot of sense.
Xbro forgetting to scan the post for a second. He was trying to shoot missiles at targets that weren't there. Thankfully, Xbro has just enough Dark Beam ammo for a charged Dark Shot, because that will let him freeze Dark Missile Trooper and kill him immediately with a missile.
You know, there's another interesting thing about the random starting location. With this logic, they can go to Great Temple through GFMC, and you know that Emerald Translator Gate leading to the fight? That'll be down until you trigger the fight itself. So, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Xbro could go through there, like all the way through it, and do the fight and clear up Great Temple along the way.
DMT, old boost ball. That is very good. And
Nice.
with the Seeker's starting item, that lets them do Hall of Honor Dead, and that lets them enter Torvis from Aegon, although they don't have Emerald Translator to go with.
Yeah, so they could do Hall of Honor Dead, however, it's actually not in logic without either Screw Attack or Light Beam to move the Light Beam block to be able to jump up.
Yeah, they're almost one item away.
Trick,
And Energy Transfer Module.
Yay!
Alright. I like boosting into these dark dudes, or they just go flying like ragdolls.
Specifically, if you boost alongside them. If you boost directly into them, you'll just collide and stop and not do very much damage. But if you boost next to them without actually colliding, you do continuous damage per frame with the boost ball. And they take knockback. They get knocked back along with you, and you just drag them along the ground and kill them.
Yeah, it's similar to using the Screw Attack to fight bosses like Dark Samus, where bonking into them stops all the damage. But
Yep.
oh, Reed, not even gonna do the bomb jump, I guess.
Looks like he's gonna have the crate carry him to victory over onto the door.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you scan this post, it raises this crate that he's standing on. But although it doesn't show Samus there, she is standing there and she is being carried away with the crate. There's an invisible wall along the path, so she'll get stopped like right when she's above the platform. So yeah, as long as you wait to skip the cutscene, she'll be right where you left her.
And that was a Cobalt Translator in communications area. That, with the boost ball, doesn't spell good news. Because that could mean a Spider Guardian in our future. I don't really like seeing that.
Yeah.
The Ing Reliquary hint also looks to be nothing, thankfully. That's a nice perk about starting with Seekers, is that any hints for missile-related upgrades are automatically nothing. So now, oh, that looks like light or power bombs. That's light beam. And now let's check the top of the ship. And it's a red key.
Of course it is.
An Ing Hive key. Never mind.
Alright.
Okay. Crisis averted.
Funny joke game.
Yep. But yeah, with light beam and with all these items, we're pretty much an Emerald Translator away from going to Torvis. Meanwhile, it looks like Reed is doing what you said earlier, where he's going through Violet's side of the Great Temple.
Emerald side, yeah.
And dark ammo in that hallway. Oh, so this is up here.
So this is gonna lock the doors as soon as Reed activates the fight. But for Xbro, he's gonna be able to just walk through it.
And here's the save station. Oops, to that wall. And it's Amber Translator. Okay, so
Oh, Reed's missing out on that.
oh, that's bad. Yeah,
Unless he finds Emerald here.
that would be something if we got all of our translators right away.
So different paths ended up in some place anyway. It's interesting use of secret. Might as well.
Yeah, he doesn't have light beam, so.
Annihilator, I believe, gives you neutral damage. I'm not sure how much the Shark Annihilator shot does. Regular Annihilator shots do 12 per shot. Dark Beam does 15, but it's halved, I believe. So Dark Rocket's going up. Light Beam does 20 naturally, and that's doubled, so it'll be 40.
Okay, there's our Emerald Translator. We have all 4 translators, not even half an hour in.
Oh, nice.
Kind
of bailed out there.
Yeah, and yeah, so Reed can actually. Oh, that's really nice about their random starting location, because they can save warp to mining station B and immediately check the hint there. Although Reed is still gonna have to go all the way around to get his light beam at GFMC, so at least he can check the Fortress Transport Access hint while he's over there. And just missiles at the energy controller. What about our hint? Oh. Hive Temple Key. Useful.
Yeah, speaking of save warping, that's going to be another interesting factor. The save warps are no longer as useful anymore. If you want to go to the end of the game, you're probably going to have to walk.
Yeah, it's one of the things about random starts that do make things a little more interesting, where your save warp location ends up being. Oh yeah, they can totally go to Hall of Honor Dead right now. I wouldn't put it past Xbro to do that. Because with Amber and Light Beam, that's open. Reed, just safety saving, and we'll probably go head over to GFMC.
And Hall of Honor Dead will also let them out at the ship where they can save warp as well.
Yeah, because technically, right now going to Torvus from the front is not as logic, because you need a suit to do that. Well, a suit or super missiles. Oh, is Xbro save warping right now? That's my guess. Oh, he's gonna. Is he? Oh, he might have been thinking to check Profane Path or Phazon Sight, but neither of those are in logic right now.
Yeah, Phazon Grounds definitely requires either grapple or screw attack on these settings.
Well, it would either be grapple and Dark Visor or just screw.
Right, yeah.
But now we can get a look at all of our Amber hits. That's the nice thing about all these translators. We will never be worried about not being able to scan hits. So, Progressive Suit can be found in Battleground. And that is real good to know. They can get that immediately.
And they're like right next to Pirate Labs, so they can get pretty quick access. Although they'll probably do the whole backwards Pirate Labs loop. It's pretty efficient.
Yeah, they're right there.
They'll be orphaning storage C, but when done.
Well, we'll see if they find supers back there. They could. We'll also see whenever they pick up a power bomb and spider ball, since they do have cobalt. So that means they could head into Sank and do a lot. But if it's anything like my seed yesterday, it will be completely empty.
So Reed's actually duping Light Beam, which seems kind of silly because you can only have one Light Beam. However, one of the properties of obtaining Light or Dark Beam is that they give you 50 ammo. So Reed now has 100 Light Beam ammo.
I also find that just duping the item, regardless of what it is, helps with reducing crashes. Because GFMC is a known crash area. Like, this room and the rooms around it.
Might as well call this crash site.
Yeah, I've only had it crash like twice, but it feels really bad when it happens, so better to be safe than sorry.
Fun fact, if you're trying to use the no space jump screw attack onto the front of the ship for 45 minutes, the game will crash.
Also, hey, Dark Burst, where Dark Beam normally is, and the O'Lear hint for Reed in Fortress Transport Access. So, both got some useful stuff out of the places they just checked. So now we'll get a look at Dark Samus. I don't know why. Oh, he's Dark Bursting. Yeah. Still does less damage than just Annihilator shots, because Dark Samus is like 10 times weak to Annihilator, as we're about to see. And yeah, dead.
But he used Dark Burst, so that was neat.
Should have been Sonic Boom. That would have insta-killed, obviously. Now, the unfortunate bit here is that since Xbro picked up Dark Burst before the fight, he has to go back here to reload the room, which will make the key bearer hint and the item actually appear. So, a little bit of a extra way to go, but not too bad. And, very annoying half-pipe room. I don't know what it is about this room. Well, I do know what it is. It's the ceiling. But, yeah, this room is kind of annoying to do half-pipe stuff.
Yeah. And also that tunnel specifically, for some reason, is really weird. I thought for a while it was some kind of extension of half-pipe physics, but it still happens even if you don't have boost ball, which changes physics a little bit.
I figured out it's just like you have to hold a specific upright angle while going on it. That'll make it work. But yeah, now we're seeing the problems with this half pipe. As you see, Xbro is getting flung into the into the middle of the room from the top because he's bonking on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's more like a 3/4 pipe.
Yep. Reed is not save warping. He might be going to Hall of Honor dead. I like this.
Yeah. This is totally within logic. Normally Hall of Honor Dead is kind of out of the way, but since it is right next to a save station, and your next destination is pretty much right next to your starting location, this actually winds up being very convenient. Very good some sync torches.
Yeah, that is that's an interesting hint, but good to know nonetheless. Meanwhile, we have, what is that? Is that any tank? Or an ammo? It looks like it doesn't matter.
Approaching this door, Xbro is going to get locked in. He's going to have to fight the pirates. You could actually kill the pirates while they're standing still, as long as you don't touch the trigger that that shuts the door, or like aggro the pirates manually. You could just like stand in front of them and they don't react.
Is that main missile launcher in Hall of Honor dead? Why is he even picking it up? I guess because it's funny.
Yes.
Also, he might be screwing up this puzzle.
He sure did.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he got that slot right. It's just the one before it, I think he messed up. Oh, he messed up that one now. So, the innermost and the outermost rings are only affected by one slot each. Because each of them spin 2 rings at the same time. If you just get the inner one or the outer one first, then you can just get the rest of them pretty easily.
Yeah, he decided to go about this one counterclockwise instead of clockwise. Because if you do it clockwise, then it's you can do 1 spin, 3 spins, 2 spins, and that does it.
This will help him out. It's going from the outside in, and they kind of crisscross, like where. Okay, that's perfect. And then just cost 2 more for whatever it is.
I did not see the item in Command Center before.
Hopefully Xbro did.
Yeah. There wasn't anything big and glowing out of it, so it might not be important.
Well, it is really hard to see unless you're like right on top of it.
Yeah, you have to be on top of it and looking down on it. Yeah, vanilla missile launcher. We got it. We can shoot missiles now. Couldn't do that before. And the joys of Seekers. And I still didn't see what I did.
He's getting a little lost though. He's on the side of this.
Yeah.
There is an E-tank. Nice.
Okay.
Might be worth it. He's going to pick that up.
I mean, especially since you gotta reload the room for what's it called? For the central mining station item. Oh yeah, you can't quite go out that way.
Doubly so, because I don't think he activated the sandfall gate, did he? He didn't open that up, so...
Yeah, he's gonna have to save warp to get out of here, or... Actually, yeah, save warp.
Or find Spider Bulk, yeah.
Yep. Although, that's fine, since... Given that we know where a suit is... well, actually no, Torvis is already in Logic without that suit. Although, that suit does put Plane of Dark Worship in Logic. That's one place. Yeah, Torvis is open now. It's been open since we got Emerald. And like, I did not see what that was up there. The suit is in Battlegrounds. We got a hint for it early.
Although, actually, we don't know for sure that it's in the center of Battlegrounds. It could actually be in the Flying Ink Cap.
Oh yeah, that would be uncool. Also, I realized that Xbro only checked its mining station B hints. He did not check any of the other ones. We'll see if Reed decides to play for hints and look at what else is around. Although, given the amount of items they have, because like, they already have all 4 translators, boost, they already have a gravity hint. Actually, no wait, only Reed has that.
Yeah, that was in Meeting Rooms, I believe. And Xbro had gone through labs and there were no hints here, so he'll probably get them on the way out, most likely.
Yeah, because he's gonna have to save warp anyway, so may as well just do it after that when you're going to Torvis. Although, I don't think anything has even been in labs other than the suit. That, well, the suit in Battlegrounds that may be unobtainable. I don't think we've had anything here.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. But they're both going to be doing it, so it's pretty much time neutral.
Yeah, it just feels bad whenever you like full clear an area and there's nothing at all.
Yeah. Especially if you're like the later on in the seed you go, you're just looking for go mode and it's not where you're looking. You just feel like your opponent probably picked the other option in one.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. That's kind of what happened to me last seed. That I had yesterday, where we both went to Sank out of Logic early, but I did the full loop hoping to find something, and he left, and there was absolutely nothing in Sank. So, yeah. Anytime you clear an area to only end up getting absolutely nothing is like the worst feeling in a race. Also be able to check this hint right now for Battleground, if this is the suit or not. It is. A life support system.
Looks like it.
Oh, well, that could technically be an E-tank.
It could, but I'm thinking it's probably a suit.
It probably is, but may as well check the other 2 items that are in Dark Labs. Anyway,
Yeah, there can always be Dark Riser somewhere in Dark Labs.
Reed also boosting right into that guy. I approve of that. And that looks like nothing up there in Doom Entry. Is Xbro just not going over to Vanilla Light?
Well, he's gonna wind up looping around anyway when he goes through Incash 2, so he'll probably get it afterwards.
Yeah, I guess he's checking this item first. And it is... Okay, yep, our suit is there, but that is that Sonic Boom? Is that Sonic Boom? That is Sonic Boom. Pick it up, Xbro. Pick it up, or you lose. Or you're disqualified. Oh yeah, he's picking it up. You win. You're the best. Around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. This is a good play. So yeah, perk about Annihilator Beam. When you shoot beacons, they turn red. That attracts ing enemies, well, I guess like the stupid ing enemies into them. And because it's dark and light, they get attracted by it, but then instantly get vaporized. So it makes the Battlegrounds fight really quick if you shoot pretty much all of the beacons except like the bottom middle one. Well, actually, the beacon that he just shot is also a bad one to shoot because there's one Ing warrior who gets stuck above it, and I'm pretty sure that's the one left. Yeah,
if you shoot too many, you actually, depending on where they spawn, they can just have indecision paralysis, where they just want to go to multiple safe zones and they just can't decide.
Yeah, Xbro looks confused. He doesn't seem to realize the one dude is standing above it. Don't shoot it. You just shot it again. Man. Look at your radar. Hopefully... did Reed already see the item and not get it? He's not getting Sonic Boom. What a chump.
The radar is pretty underrated for Echoes. It's actually a very valuable tool for situations like this.
It is so helpful. He must not be looking at the radar, because he seems to just be completely confused. Oh, and he shot down the blade pod, so he can't even stand on them to get up. Yeah, it's right over there. Out there it is. It's moving now. Meanwhile, with Reed, we are going to see our Vanilla Light Beam room sometime soon. But yeah, there it is. Sonic Boom.
Good work.
I hope he uses it on something, because he spent a lot of time getting it.
Cash 1, where Vanilla Light Suit is, or a light beam is.
And it is, oh, that is Spider? That's Cannonball. Oh. That's kind of unfortunate. Because, I don't know, I always feel kind of bad picking up Cannonball when you don't have Screw Attack. Just because, like, I guess you can technically bypass like most cannons with it, but I don't know, I always feel a little wary about it. But we'll
Lately,
see
I've just been picking it up as soon as I see it, just because like it costs so much more time to come back for it later than it would to actually just get it and lose it at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I guess right now there's no reason not to pick it up because they already have boost anyway. So losing it isn't an issue. Like if they lose it, then they're just back to boost. So yeah, especially with where that suit is located, then it would let them get Plane of Dark Worship early. Oh, we're getting to see this often ignored ammo refill station. It exists. It's there.
Yeah, it's sometimes actually pretty useful depending on routing. Dicerun actually made good use of it yesterday right before final bosses.
I'm not sure why they went back into light. Oh yeah, Xbro needs to check this item. That is an E-Tank. And our hint for Dark Oasis is a life support system. That's also an E-Tank. So yeah, nothing to worry about here.
Well, without final bosses on, that might actually be light suit, but it's unlikely.
Oh, Reed got stuck in a wall.
Yeah, just hold back, Reed. Just stop boosting. That's gonna put you. It's gonna prevent you from falling out. You just wanna stand still and hold back. It should wiggle loose eventually. So whenever you're up against the wrong side of collision like that, you usually like get popped up a bit and you'll get stuck for like 2 or 3 seconds and then you'll fall out. But if you're trying to bomb and boost your way out and like wiggle around and stuff, you're just gonna prolong the time you're up there. So just hold back and wait. You should get out pretty quickly.
Now with another save warp, Xbro can. My assumption is he's going to check all of his amber hints and sand cache, and then head over to underground tunnel, which will probably have progression because it always does.
I wonder if that's been adjusted in the latest version. It's been less common since the first round.
Who knows?
Could also just be how random numbers generate. Either way, I feel like Torvis is a pretty solid play, especially without power bombs to access Sanctuary from either side, and no Dark Visor to enter it from the front. Torvis probably has the next progression.
Dark Aegon keys. Hopefully we don't need those. And yeah, it's weird because we know, yeah, not having power bombs yet at all is kind of surprising. About 50 minutes into the seed, but it's also strange given that we know from Reed's hint in I think it was Feeding Grounds that there is gravity boost and Sanctuary. So we'll see how that factors in. If they maybe find power bombs, whether they be main or an expansion in Torvis, and then take the elevator there, or who knows. But our sand cache hint is... Oh, that's super missiles. Oh, they're probably going to regret not picking up Cannonball then, because with that and 3 E-Tanks and Varia, they could check hints right now. And Xbro, there's...
Well, they could always go back for it. Although,
yeah.
Do you want to do storage C while you're here in Aegon, or... well, what they're probably going to do is route through the front of Dark Aegon and check warriors walking and go to the back, maybe.
Xbro also, I don't know if he's getting the Mining Station A hint later or forgot about it. Screw Attack can be found in Trial Tunnel. Oh, man! Well, I know exactly where they're both heading. So yeah, that's pretty unfortunate that they both didn't do the bomb jump to get it.
Looks like he was stopping to write that down. With the new hint system, potentially having hints for items relative to other items, it could sometimes be helpful to write down what major items are where.
But yeah, now likely going to pick up that screw tech and probably, do what you said, Warriors Walk, head over to storage C. Yeah, that's the secret. And potentially pick up Cannonball, get their hints.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure how to use Cannonball when I heard it was when I found out it was in the settings for the tournament. But I was worried that I was just gonna squander the Cannonball, and I was always paranoid about losing it and taking the long routes for places. But really, you should probably just think of it as a bonus. If you make use of it, that's awesome. If you just lose it right away, then it's kind of whatever. You're just playing a normal seed at that point.
Yeah, because the thing about Cannonball is it will never be in logic at all. Because it's not treated as, because you can lose it, it's not treated as something you are ever required to make use of. So losing it is totally fine. The only real issue is if Boost Ball ends up being in some terrible, but I mean, what are the odds of that?
I'm sure it's easy, super accessible, just right on their way. So as far as whether or not like what routing you would use once you get Cannonball, you could always opt to save warp to mining station B again and use standable terrain or a slope jump with the screw attack to get up to the ledge more easily. I think the slope jump is a bit harder, but there is a standable terrain just right in the back. It's kind of tricky to notice, but it's like right past the scan post. Kind of looks like a rib cage or something that you could just jump on those and you can easily make a space jump over the ledge.
And another rarely seen Aegon room, the safe station right outside of Jump Guardian, which oh yeah, it looks like Reed. Looks like Reed on his side. Since he didn't lower the gate, he has to use a save warp to get out of labs because he routed it a bit differently than Xbro, doing the dark stuff first. We'll now see our Warriors Walk item. When he's just getting the blind, it is light ammo. And Xbro is not going back to pick up Cannonball or Storage C. I definitely think
a time sink.
Yeah, but I definitely think that given that we know where Cannonball is and we don't know where Dark Visor or another suit is, I think picking it up right now just so you can go check it is a worthwhile decision.
It could be for sure, and it's kind of on the way to Torvis. It's pretty easy to knock that out right away. But also, they are still probably looking for more items for go mode, so it's not necessarily beneficial to rush hints right now, because if they actually do need more equipment, then they're gonna be scouring for that anyway, and the hints aren't really gonna change too much. Just giving them more to worry about being necessary.
I'd rather just have the hints as early as I possibly can, just so that, like, regardless, just so I know what I need, because it could turn out that, like, oh, I could actually get all these keys right now.
Yeah, it's a totally valid playstyle. But I could see either way.
Also, I think Xbro mistakenly tried to go into Torvis from Aegon, except he was in Dark Aegon.
Well, it's basically the same half.
Yep. He's also skipping 2 of his amber hints. There's the mining plaza and mining station A hints that he just didn't get.
Yeah, hints have been especially useful this tournament, I've seen. It wasn't nearly as useful last year during those tournaments. Like 90% of the hints were just useless, but in this one, it seems like 30% or more have been pretty useful hints.
Oh, Xbro is screwing up the secret gate. He's trying to aim to the right. You need to aim left. Like, aim slightly left of the center of the door. Because if you aim right, then this happens. Where you're too close and he's out of missiles already. He had 30 missiles and he's out. Huh.
Yeah, it looked like he was having trouble hitting the top one. I guess there is a little branch sticking out that probably obstructed it.
Well, he's standing a little too close and he's aiming too far in. And Reed also forgetting his mining station A hint, I guess.
Oh, not getting any missile drops in the previous elevator room either. Xbro's gonna have to go find some somewhere else. So you could basically force drops. Not really force, but give yourself a high chance of drops if you just completely spam all your missiles and just completely run out. And then you'll get an 80% chance to get a double missile drop.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts to watch. We'll see if Reed fares a little better at least.
So far, so good. 1 for 1.
Well, that's the easy one.
Yeah.
That's just...
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, it's just 4... Well, not 4. It's 5 purple dots on a wall, a flat wall, with no obstructions. Oh, right. Reed did not pick up his screw attack, and it looked... I don't think he read the hint either. He's just going straight to Torvis, and a Morphball system we found in Torvis Bog. So that was our mining station. And yeah, first try, Reed. You did it correctly, where you aim just to the left. But that hint is either power bombs or spider ball chilling here in Torvis somewhere. So I'll read. Oh, interesting. I guess he might just be opening it up.
That door scares me. It's crashed on me twice. I've heard it happening to like 2 other people ever, and it's extremely rare. But I definitely take that door a bit slowly, just because there is potential for that room to crash if you don't do the pirate fight.
I didn't even realize it could crash. I was just worried that he was gonna try to go around and do front of Torvis the other way instead of going through the underground tunnel, which has light ammo. That's not okay. And our first emerald hint. Super missile. Thanks, game. So yeah, the issue with Reed not having his screw attack. Oh, Xbro aimed a little too far to the left that time. Yeah, only a little bit. There he goes. Yeah, without his screw attack, he will not be able to get the medication beside him. He can't pick it up.
Which most of the time is just as good, to be honest.
Yeah, especially given where screw attack is. That is a red key. Oh no. That's gonna feel bad to not have.
It'll take like 3 jumps to fully scan it. Honestly, I don't even know if it's even worth scanning. Just keep it in the back of your mind that there's a red temple key there.
Yeah, well, we got hints for where the Inghive and Aegon keys are. which I don't remember what they were, but if one of them says Torvis, then you can probably assume it's that. Yeah, he's just not going to pick it up. At least Xbro will be able to get it. And miss the platform.
Well, maybe.
I missed that platform every single time.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Just being able to tell where you are in 3D space in second person while flying at these weird angles. Kind of tough. While the platform you're trying to jump to is moving.
What is second person? Because third person is like behind the person over the shoulder, and first person is through their face.
Oh, that would be second person. I think third person is just like just kind of an unconnected camera or something. Like you just
Well, I mean, we call them third person shooters, and that's that's an over the shoulder camera. I guess
third person was like either set camera or maneuverable camera or something, like independent of the character.
I guess it would be more accurate. I don't know. Maybe it would be more accurate to say that like third person is like a fixed camera, where it's because with stuff like a third person adventure or shooter, the camera is still focused on the player character.
Some good points in chat, either looking at you or like, the opponent's perspective or something like that. Makes sense.
Oh yeah, Loki actually brings up a good one. In like a chase sequence where the camera, like, you're controlling the person being chased, but the camera is from the perspective of the person chasing you. Like there was a section, it was Rayman 2 that had that, where you're going down a slide and the camera is from the perspective of a monster. That's actually the perfect example of this. It also looks like there is nothing in Plaza Access, and that is Grapple Beam in...
Saves a little time if you want to go for it. It's not bad either way.
Well, yeah, Reed doesn't have screw attack to just go over there free, but there's a very simple scan dash to get across that way anyway.
Yeah, although to get back, he would need to lock on and probably bend the dashboard as well. And even then, it's not really consistent.
I mean, getting back isn't the problem, just because you can go up the platforms. And there is main power bombs. Yeah, it seems like Reed just doesn't know the dash, so he's not getting it. Yeah, with main power bombs, they can clear out all of Upper Dark Torvis right now. Although going over to Metroid, it might be a little sketchy with 3 tanks and no suit. But they could do it.
Yeah. Man, that cannonball sure would be nice about now.
Yeah, it would be. They may just not know how to get out of Mining Station B without using the cannon.
I forgot to
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
Enemies to block doors.
And that's a Skytep key here in purple room. All these rooms in Dark Torvis have like the exact same name.
Yep. One's Putrid Alcove. One is Poison Fog.
And then there's Venomous Pond. And like all of these things mean the exact same. Here in Cache, we got Sunburst! Hey, that is every single beam combo.
Nice.
Picked up by Xbro. So yeah, if we actually...
So many ways to activate bombs.
Yeah. if we actually tracked those on these trackers, then they would show up, and we'd have, well, we could have a full tracker if we pick up Spider, the visors, and both suits. Another SDK up at the top of purple. Hopefully this isn't another 2.2 seed where like every single thing is just in Torvus and then Sank has nothing required.
You know, it has gravity boost, but we don't know whether that's required quite yet. There's like 2 items that are just not viable to get without gravity boost. Like you could do it, but you don't want to. Everything else, some of them are easier with gravity boost, but for the most part, it's not really even required for lower Torvus.
Yeah, the game expects you to go through lower Torvus without it to begin with, since you unlocked it at the bottom. And it's slow and annoying, but it's totally doable.
Not quite as fun in air quotes as Super Meridian and Super Metroid.
That's a Dark Torvus key over in Cache B. We know that is useless. Meanwhile, Reed is doing. It looks like he's electing to do light upper Torvus first, and probably do. I can understand that just for probably hoping to get a suit somewhere here, or more hints for a suit, because oh wow, that pirate was dancing over there. He was zigzagging all over the place. But yeah, I can understand wanting to look for a suit just so that you can do Boost Guardian more safely.
And chat's making me want hamburgers. Steak's good, but I'm feeling more in the mood for a hamburger today.
I haven't really gone to like a proper burger joint in a while, now that I think about it. Maybe one of these days. Because, well, depending on your region, Five Guys, In and Out, whatever it is. Sometimes you just want a good burger.
Yeah. I've heard some pretty divisive opinions in various places. I personally love In-N-Out, but a lot of my friends don't care.
I'm over on the East Coast, so I have never had In-N-Out Burger. Pretty much, for me, it's just Five Guys, which I like a lot, but it's definitely not something I can eat frequently.
Mm-hmm. I would totally make burgers at home. It's just that I'm too lazy to actually clean the pan or
I have turkey burgers sometimes. Like, well, it's a really good way to do them. It's like turkey burgers with spinach and feta mixed in. It is delicious. Highly recommended. It looks like Xbro is now doing his front of Torvus checks, and that is a hint for a beam. We have that. That is a red key for something right here.
I mean, we have it, but it's still there for Xbro. If he wants to go back for it again.
Oh yeah, he never duped it. And he picks up another Dark Torvus key, which we know is not required.
Really taking this cannon, not concerned about losing cannon since he hasn't picked it up yet.
Yeah, I guess even without Cannonball, checking hints with 4 tanks and Varia is totally reasonable. Oh man, he almost Sonic boomed that ship. I wanted it. Oh, interesting. Reed is approaching Boost Guardian the vanilla way. I guess because he's gonna save first.
I kind of like taking this path sometimes. I'm not sure why. Like a lot of times when I route Torvis, I'll go do the temple. Well, usually I come in from the entrance. I do the temple, and then I kind of backtrack through the missile door. I wind up going through Torpus Grove and stuff later, and then I'll backtrack for Dark Target.
Yeah,
I think the Forgotten Bridge one is slightly faster.
Yeah, it varies for me. I mean, like the order I'll do Light and Dark Torvus varies, but I pretty much always use the Forgotten Bridge portal. Reed, I guess, for getting the boost over these crumble blocks.
I've heard Meditation Vista can be a little volatile for emulator. Could crash sometimes.
Oh, and that is a Dark Aegon key. Well, may as well pick it up because we don't know what Wormus holds. You could have, I don't know, Vanilla Dark Suit or Dark Visor, which would effectively be Vanilla Dark Suit, and a bunch of other things.
I had a Sky Temple key there on Amoris today, and the Aegon keys were pretty wild places. I haven't seen Aegon keys that spread out before. It was one in on Alpha Blog, and another one in Calling Chamber, and a third one in Profane Path. It was the most out of the way Aegon keys I've ever seen.
Wow.
There must have been something change in the logic there.
Oh, Reed. Uh-oh. Oh no. Reed laid his power bomb way too early. You gotta lay it when... You gotta lay that thing like after Boost Guardian goes into huddle. But yeah, he can still make this. You can lay it now. Oh, on more.
Shoot it.
Yeah, on more. Oh, yeah, come on, dude. You almost got it. Hey, whew, that was a little bit close.
Surprised it didn't go into boost mode after that.
And hey, there's the burger you wanted.
Nice.
With extra pain.
What's in that secret sauce?
Blood. That's how they get the pain. But yeah, now Reed can take this opportunity to check the rest of Dark Upper Torvus. Did we see what was in Portal Chamber? We probably did, but I just missed it.
I missed it as well. I was thinking about burgers.
Yeah. Oh well.
So Reed's still looking for Screw Attack. Xbro looking for a suit probably, or Dark Visor to get the suit.
Yeah. Oh, and Xbro is heading down into Lower Torvus without gravity and without Spider. So this is... Oh. Okay, yeah. Because he does not have the hint for gravity yet. Because that was in meeting grounds. So without it... Actually, no, wait, never mind. He doesn't need Spider. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Never mind again. He does need Spider, because he can technically access the elevator, but but he needs Spider to get out of the room, out of main research.
Yeah. There's standable terrain that's just very finicky.
Oh,
no power bombs. You can.
He's in trouble.
Oh,
He broke
no,
everything already.
A lot of trouble. He did save recently, though.
Yeah. Well, at least he doesn't have to do Boost Guardian again.
Yeah, there was just the Aegon key on the half pipe. Other than that, didn't lose very much. Sky Temple key in Putrid Alcove as well, I believe he lost.
Oh, Xbro only has 4 missiles right in front of the door in Hydro Dynamo Station.
Well, that's... you only technically need 1 if you do an air underwater and screw attack the rest of the locks.
Well, at that point, you could just go through the light door and open it from behind. Actually, what item is even here? And oh, that's our Dark Visor. All right, so yeah, they can, if they want to go for strictly logic, they can pick up their what's it called? Yeah, they can pick up Dark Suit and get hints that way if they don't want to do it with Area. Yeah, that's very interesting.
Hopefully open this secret door. This is one of the most infamous secret doors. This is one of the earliest you open in vanilla, and it's just designed in such a way that it's supposed to open if you're just kind of casually playing it through it. So if you're rushing it, it can definitely fail.
Yeah, that was pretty good, especially after the little mishap with the Torbus elevator secret door.
There are a lot of factors that go into whether or not they hit. It's like they come out in the direction you're facing, and they'll spread out kind of in a set pattern, and then depending on the order you lock onto the targets, that kind of decides which missile targets which target. Depending on where they go and where they're targeting, they can easily get blocked by various obstacles.
Oh, Xbro bonking the wall right there instead of canceling the screw attack.
In Corruption, they changed Seeker Launcher a little bit so that instead of like seeking their target and going in a straight line, they then kind of do a Sidewinder effect where they just spiral around towards the target, making them even more likely to hit obstacles. And they also placed Seeker targets like behind a bunch of garbage in some rooms as well. That's
So Xbro, we'll see where he goes. Because with that Dark Visor, I wouldn't put it past him to, instead of doing all this... Oh wait, no, he's just reloading the room. Because if you get the item in... Training Chamber first, then the boost spinner in the bottom won't work. It'll be turned off. So...
Yeah, you have to reload the room.
Yeah, if you don't have gravity. Although... You can do, you can just jump from the platform up top after you activate it.
Yeah, if you want to get to the power bomb door, or if you want to get to the doors on the side, I guess.
Yeah, you don't even need to do the spinner. Reed did not pick up Sonic Boom, so he does not have Ultra Charge combos. Xbro did pick it up though, so he wins. we are getting our portal chamber check right now. Xbro gives us another hint. The Echo Visor is in Dark Aegon. Oh, and portal chamber was a typo.
It's a pretty good hint.
And our dungeon check is dead. Oh yeah, we could technically have a Dark Visor, not Dark Visor, an Echo Visor on a Morbus, and uh-oh. Yeah, I was about to say, don't go in there, Xbro, that's not gonna work out.
Not too many places in Dark Aegon left. There's a Morbus, there's Incash 2, and there's Feeding Pit.
All of them, well, actually Incash 2 is completely in logic right now. So, unless all of these, unless these Dark Aegon keys that we got a hit for are required, then, or if it's in a light suit. But yeah. And it seems that Xbro did not pick up his portal chamber key, so that's at least something Reed has over him.
Yeah, Reed's probably not gonna spend very much, if any, time in Lower Torvus, knowing that Gravity Boost is in Sanctuary. So he's gonna save quite a bit of time just not having to deal with the water.
Yeah, I imagine, especially with knowing what was the hint that we saw? Actually, there was a hint for something in Aegon? Oh, it was Echo Visor. Never mind. But yeah, just I wouldn't be surprised if he either save warps back to Aegon or heads back through the elevator. Just
yeah, that's a very handy save warp. It's right next to the Sank elevator too.
Yeah, well, after picking up Dark Visor anyway, just because we know where that suit is, and that would at least encourage him to go back to Trial Tunnel.
It's so easy to forget though, especially if you didn't have space jump when you first went through there. It's usually one of the first places you check when you go into Dark Aegon.
Yeah, it seems like he didn't know the bomb jump, so he couldn't get it. Neither of them did, actually.
So, there's some details to the bomb jump that can definitely help with that. You know how whenever you leave the ground in Morphball, you have 2 bits of a second where the game thinks you're on the ground? If you unmorph during that time, you just drop immediately. But if you're a bit late, if you unmorph afterwards, then you kind of maintain your upward momentum and you could actually get kind of boosted higher. So a lot of times, just a double bomb jump will be plenty enough, even for the jump up to Jump Guardian from the portal terminal. As long as you do it late, as long as you unmorph late.
We're getting our final Lower Torvus hint, and that looks like a tank up there. Okay, so yeah, final Lower Torvus hint. Or not.
I keep forgetting.
Okay, I think he must have forgot it like for a split second. And Amorbus is getting Scar Temple Cookie 3! Alright, chalk that one up for Amorbus.
Now, where are those keys? He has hints for the keys, actually.
Yeah, he's picking that right away.
Or was it Emerald?
Dark Torvus, and Temple Ground. Okay. So they picked up the one... Actually, so the Dark Torvus one is the one in Boost Guardian's room, which Reed has. And then the Light Torvus one is the Meditation Vista one that Xbro has. So they each have one. And then there's just something in Temple Grounds, which... where could that be?
Chamber Gateway.
Fortress Transport Access.
Yep.
We know where one suit is. We don't know where the other one is. Oh yeah, dynamo chambers, which actually, yeah, that's in logic right now with
Right.
main power bombs. So yeah, it's probably there. And oh, Xbro is going down to hydro chamber storage. Oh, he doesn't. Oh yeah, he doesn't know that gravity's not here, so he's gonna have to.
Did he just save? He just saved, right? I hope he just saved.
Oh, I sure hope he just saved, because that's gonna be real bad. Because he can't get out of here.
So, I believe there's. I don't even know if it's properly unlocked. Technically, there's a hyper mode trick to get out using air underwater and scuba. Not recommended.
Alright, so we'll see when he last saves, because I didn't check. It looks like Reed is going out through the front of Corvus. Or at least trying to. He didn't lower the gate on that side. We'll see if he goes to check hints. Because they could do that right now. And Xbro's last save, 105. So it doesn't seem too far away. Yeah, it must have been right before doing this.
Yeah, a lot of scans and cutscenes aren't accounted for in the in-game time, so it's usually several minutes shorter than real time.
Oh wait, he doesn't have his dark visor anymore. Oh, this is from a while back. This is from before he did anything down here.
Oh, he doesn't seem.
Oh, he doesn't.
I wonder if he realizes.
I think he does. Oh no! Ah, go back! Don't go in there. Oh, it's like watching a horror movie. Oh, there goes his dark suit that he could have
gotten. If he had saved.
Oh, never mind. He's going right back. He just remembered.
Oh, nice. If he had saved, with the locks already disabled, already scanned, he's going to underground tunnel.
Oh, he must be going for Boost Guardian because he knows where that dark. Yeah, but still, that's rough. Yeah, but he went out, went back, and then he went out a different way. Ugh.
There is a silver lining to this, though. He knows where Dark Visor is, whereas Reed is very likely not going to lower Torvis. Well, it's not super unlikely, but he probably won't. Well, it looks like he's going out the entrance anyway. So he's Xbro is gonna know where Dark Visor is, whereas Reed might wind up having to look through Sanctuary Fortress instead and not find it. Of course, this all hinges on actually needing Dark Visor in the first place.
Yeah, because we could find a second suit somewhere else.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if any amount of V-Tanks with various suit would be worth it for these fights. I don't know. I don't think they'd be comfortable.
Yeah, Reed's not even saving before going out here, so...
No final bosses, so I guess it doesn't matter. So that'd totally be comfortable.
Yep. Yeah, Reed isn't even saving before going out here, so he must not be checking things at all right now. Or he's gonna save with the ship instead, I don't know. But we'll at least be able to see the two wind chamber items, which could be our final Aegon key. If it's in Grand Wind Chamber, that would suck. Although there is a relatively new trick to getting the Wind Chamber Gateway item without having to do the full puzzle, where you do a slope jump off of some standable terrain and then screw attack onto more standable terrain and screw attack again to get the item. And oh, major upgrade is in Storage C.
Ooh, oh wow.
So yeah, I think going back to Aegon is...
It's gotta be Spider Ball, huh? I mean, it doesn't have to be, but... It probably is. It could be a suit,
It
or
could be.
it could be an in-life key.
Yeah, it could be light suit. That's. Oh yeah, our dark temple key is considered major upgrade.
Oh, right. It's not an upgrade.
Yeah. So the only thing that could be is light suit or spider ball.
Okay, it's a major item, but not a major upgrade.
Oh, and there is our last Aegon key,
That's lucky.
which Reed does not have the meditation vista key yet, so he can't fight a Morbus. And we can at least check what's in here. Yeah, it's not the last Aegon key for Reed, but it's the last one for us to know about. That looks like nothing in there. Oh wait, was that an Inghive key and I totally misread it? Wow, never mind. Wait, is Reed doing this? I didn't see what item was up there.
Oh, you know what? So he doesn't have screw attack, so he can't just screw attack across. The scan dash is pretty finicky. However, if he shoots one of these locks, he can actually grapple across in the light world, and it's completely within logic. It's actually very interesting. Also, lesser known fact, this is one of the few instances of terminal fall use for a beginner difficulty. You could actually, once you destroy these locks, you could actually jump onto the central platform. There's just a platform in the middle. You can jump over to where the cannon is, and you'll get placed on top of the platform.
Oh, and it looks like, thankfully, Xbro is going back for his Dark Visor. So yeah, he did remember it after doing all that other stuff, thankfully.
And can opt to save warp if he wants to.
Yeah, he can either save warp or go through the elevator over to Aegon, which doesn't make a whole lot of difference. They're both about the same.
It would be pretty tight on energy to go for hints right now. Could get some drops, but
Yeah, I mean the drop system does favor the player a lot, since if you let yourself get down to low health, then the game is very likely to spawn large energies for you.
20% or less. With this many E-tanks, a full 100 health will be low enough to get a gold drop.
Oh yeah, we can have our storage A check, which well, it could be a
super missiles? No, that was signed.
Yeah, it could be. I was gonna say, at this point, it could only really be a sky check, because, well, depending on what's in storage C, it's anything else important. It's either spider ball or light suit. But also depending on our hints. Well, we know that gravity boost is in Sank, but look, just given our run through Lower Torvus, I don't think that's going to be required.
Probably not. Well, the trends are tunnel items still at large, but
Has it? It looks like Xbro's stream is frozen. Not exactly sure on the cause of that.
look into that.
Yeah, in the race time chat, his stream has gone offline, so I'm not sure what kind of problem he ran into.
They should be live now. Should be coming back in a second.
our last Dark Aegon key. So Reed still needs to get Screw Attack and then head back to Meditation to get his last one, but Xbro, when he gets over there, can pick it up. And there's the stream back one. So yeah, he is now back here in Dark Labs. Well, it's not Dark Labs, regular labs. Going to get whatever's in store at sea, and then probably go get his suit in Battleground. Where's he going? What are you doing? Why are you turning around? Go back. You're right there. Oh, we didn't get the hint for it. That's right. Ugh. Reed got that hint. Oh, is he thinking or is the stream down? I can't tell. Okay, I think that's the stream being down again, because he's asking in Race Time Chat, is the stream back? Oh wait, now it's back. Okay. Alright, and good. He is going over to Storage C. Thank God. Because that would have been real bad if he skipped it and it turned out to be, well, we know it's something important. Unless Spider Ball ends up being completely unrequired somehow, which could happen.
Xbro is actually going to Storage C. This is going to be really good.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize that Reed picked up every single Chica key. Oh, we don't need them at least, but we have them.
One day Chica's going to be required.
Has Chica been required in any races this tournament?
Nope. Very few major bosses as well. Like twice quad has been required. Well, maybe only once. Morb has only required like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it's surprising just how few we've had. Which is a shame. Well, I don't really like Chica. I don't think most people like Chica, but I like Quad. He's a lot of fun to fight, I think.
Chica knows Cannonball is cool.
Oh yeah, it's just like gives all the other items to the other bosses, or just puts them somewhere else. Like, I don't, just stay away from me. There was one seed where there was a hint for for Cannonball on Chica, which is funny. But yeah, there is our Spider Ball on Xbro's side and Storage C.
Would have been nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So now, I was running through all his hints, I guess. But yeah, now, all he's really got to do is, like, he can go pick up his suit in Battlegrounds, which, yeah, I think he's going to get that right now. And then head over to hints. And then from there, just probably go get the rest of his hints, because unless Echo ends up being required, which could be in a few places. Well, actually, it can only be in 2 places now, in Cache 2 or Feeding Pit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, unless Echo is in Feeding Pit, then they're pretty much all set.
50-50, and they can check pretty much right now.
Yeah, and also depends on Echo actually being required for a key. I don't think we've actually seen the Mining Plaza item, come to think of it. That could also be a key. That'd be something if Morbus had 2 keys today.
Yeah, the Morphball system is most likely power bombs. I think was boost ball and spider ball here in Aegon.
Yes, they were. And it also
And
looks like Reed is going into Sank Spider side without picking up Spider, which is right next to the elevator. And he still doesn't have screw attack either. Oh, that doesn't feel very good, does it?
it could be a suit here.
Yep.
This is just a pretty quick dip. They're probably not expecting to really delve any further.
Yeah.
Is that a key?
I didn't see what it was. But oh yeah, Xbro. He never lowered the he never lowered this thing after he never lowered the wall after putting it back up. So
Reed making good use of charged annihilator to destroy these orbs.
And getting another Ing Hive key because he still does not know where. Well, oh yeah, he never fully scanned the red key in meditation crystal, so yeah. And yep, that is the Sky Temple key here in Culling Chamber, which he cannot pick up yet.
Technically, you can get it, you just can't get out. I've been trying so hard to figure out how to get that item without bombs. It's just not viable. You can get the item and then you're just stuck.
It doesn't sound very fun to get.
Yeah, I tried using infinite speed, and it seems like as soon as you pick up the item, you just get locked in between those bomb blocks. I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Reed is heading up to, I guess, doing the upper Sank loop. But yeah, unless there's more keys, then there's really nothing up here. He must just be really desperate to find screw attack.
Yeah, this would be either Dark Visor Lock. Well, this would be Dark Visor Lock, I believe. Actually.
Oh yeah, actually, why is he even up here? There's nothing he can do right now. Because,
Right, I mean, they could cross, but there's still nothing to do without Echo Visor either.
Oh yeah, you can cross over, and then yeah, you get stuck over here. Unless you do a triple BSJ out of bounds. Or is it just a 2 BSJ?
Stand on an enemy. 2 BSJ, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, now Xbro is heading over to get his Dark Suit here in the Battlegrounds in Cache.
Technically, Screw Attack is required for actually accessing Enormous because there's an Aegon Temple key in Meditation Crystal.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Screw Attack is already required. And there is Dark Suit for Xbro. So now I think he really just needs to go take these. Because all he's missing is Echo, Light Suit, and Gravity. And oh yeah, and he's missing the Dynamo Chamber Aegon key. Oh, and Reed is soft resetting because he realizes there's nothing for him to do right now.
Hopefully he saved an Aegon.
Let's see, does Xbro stream have audio? Let's find out. Yes, it does. Alright, switching audio over to Xbro then. And
yeah, most runners don't really know the boost jump method essentially. Not particularly easy for meditation piston. So it's definitely better to do what you know you can do rather than learn new tricks on the fly.
yeah, well, sometimes. Sometimes it's fun to try learning new tricks like, in the middle of a race.
That's true.
Yeah. Or
Depends
like,
on your definition of better, that's true.
well, it could be fun. That's at least one way. Yeah, I think Reed just lost probably just the hive key. Couldn't have been anything major. Or, well, might have been the hive key and the Aegon key that he lost. I'm not too sure. Now looks like Xbro is hopefully going to get hints. If he's going, okay, yeah, I was a little worried he might be going into Sank and just prolonging his hints. Because, like, well, I said this like 20 minutes ago, but I much prefer getting hints as soon as you possibly can. So, just prolonging them just putting them off for longer than, like, even like 10 minutes just feels so bad for me. I gotta get them.
You know what they might be looking for? They've only found 2 of the energy transfer modules. Maybe they're looking for the other 2.
That would be very ascended. What is in there? That looks like ammo.
Where was the screw attack hint anyway? That was in Aegon, wasn't it?
It was in the portal room.
Pretty much the only reason you would go there is either to fight a Morbus, which that might be what winds up. Well, no, because they would need a screw attack to get the key. So the only reason to go there would be to go fight a Morbus. So they're not even gonna get the hint for it until much later.
I don't know.
Or
well,
right now.
Yeah, he might be going there right now, which would be ideal. As for Xbro, looks like he's about to get his final Aegon key. So we'll see if he decides to. I don't think you can break this.
Yeah, no. Everything in Echo is basically a case-by-case basis. Those gates can only be destroyed with power bombs.
Meanwhile, Reed gets his Dark Visor hint here, which that's got to feel bad for him, knowing where Dark Suit is.
Very helpful hint.
We will see. Oh, let's see. It looks like Xbro's. Is he going all the way around to? I guess he'd be going. Oh, Xbro, you can break that one with sword attacks. Yeah. I guess he might be thinking about checking the wind chamber items and then going through Temple to head over to hints, because I don't think he is. Oh, he's finally duping Light Beam. Yeah, worth it. All that extra ammo. And yeah, picking up his wind chamber items and then likely going to head through the temple.
Making sure to get a refill before continuing on.
Thankfully, it looks like Reed is now heading into Dark Aegon to get his screw attack. He's gonna be unhappy about that.
So unfortunately, I don't think. Well, I don't know if Xbro opened the path to Path of Eyes. Had they?
No, I don't think so. Because if he did, then he would have already. Oh, Reed, where are you going?
Makes sense. Did they scan the hint?
I don't actually know. Never mind. Oh, they didn't scan the hint. Oh no.
If they had scanned the hint, they'd be heading straight there.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Reed must.
They're returning.
Yep. So, yeah. Please get it.
He's going. He's doing it.
Okay. Phew.
He sees the missile door.
What if he just like stopped right in front of the door to screw attack, just turned around? Like, you know what? I don't even want to see it. And then just leaves.
Oh wait, there's that stored C item. Let's go. What?
Yep, there it is. Screw
Now
attack.
you could go across the world and get that Aegon key to come back.
Yep. Oh, that cannot feel good. And so yeah, Xbro now very likely going to be checking hints. What is the? Well, we know there's a key in Culling Chamber, and what's the one key that Reed has over Xbro? Oh, Portal Chamber. That's what it was. And then there's also the Immortus key.
Oh, Xbro didn't get that?
Yeah, I guess he just never checked it. But yeah, so
Easy one to forget, but luckily there are hints for the Sky Temple key, so they won't be missing it for long.
yep. And then so there's only 3 Sky Temple keys that we, the audience, don't know about. Xbro will have to pick up 6 of them, but at least 2 of them are relatively easy. And oh yeah, there's his gravity hint. That's probably a bit concerning. Or actually probably not, because he already checked everything over Corvus that requires it, so there's
Well, no, Transitotal East, I don't know if
oh yeah,
Xbro is able to see that. I guess it's possible to see if you're coming from one of the doors.
yeah, that's right. I forgot about the transit tunnels.
And Transit Tunnel South is, it also, you can't even see it without out of bounds shenanigans. Actually, technically, you could, wait, no, there is a way with menu mod, you can actually solve the puzzle and get the item, and just use menu mod to work out every time. But, yeah, it's definitely not something they can do, because menu mod is disabled in tournament seats.
What do you mean? Using cheats is totally allowed. Yeah, hints. Almost 2 hours in, and we are finally getting our schedule. It's definitely not the way I like to play. I want that knowledge fast.
What's it gonna be?
We have Under Temple. All right, well, gonna be going back there.
Recording to logbook.
Watch station access.
Recording to
That's an
logbook.
easy one. Portal chamber we know about.
Recording to logbook.
Amorbus, we already knew about that one.
Recording to logbook.
Aerial training site, that's right next to watch station access.
Recording to logbook.
And culling chamber, we knew about that one. So yeah, other than Amorbus, which I mean, he's not even that bad because Xbro already has all the red temple keys for him. So yeah, these are all pretty generous. There's
Dark visor not even required thus far. Yeah, it's just straight up not required. Well, I don't know how the logic would play out for Under Temple though.
Yeah, it probably does expect you to get Dark Suit just for that. But yeah, there's aerial training site and watch station access are right next to each other. Amorbus, they already have all the keys. Culling Chamber is very easy to get on the way after Amorbus. And then there's Under Temple and Portal Chamber, which are both Amorbus. So yeah, these are all relatively generous keys. I mean, about as generous as you can have for Amorbus required anyway. But yeah, it looks like Annihilator is not required today. Dark Visor and Suit, I guess technically required just for health concerns.
Maybe. It's not particularly hard to do power bomb loading because there are safe zones at every bomb slot and below every bomb slot, so pretty safe throughout the fight. With this many E-tanks especially, like I believe on, I don't know, I think it's intermediate, it might be advanced, where it's in logic with just like 99 health or 80 health or something like that.
Xbro gets his spider ball hint just now. He kind of stares at that for a few seconds. But yeah, so now this is a good routing decision on his part, going to Corvus first because he's right here. So he can get Portal Chamber, get Under Temple, then head over to Sank to get the 3 keys in there, and then he can either save warp or just walk over to Amorbus to get him, and then that's it. But yeah, Gravity, wherever it was, is not required. Dark Visor and Suit, semi-required. They could have also gotten Cannonball instead if they wanted. Annihilator not required. Literally nothing required in Sank except for keys. Ugh. You really gotta stop having these 2.2 seeds, man. I don't like them. Reed finally picking up his Spider Ball over in Storage C. So he's got his Spider Ball. He got his Screw Attack. He still does not have his Dark Visor, or he doesn't have his Dark Visor in order to get his Dark Suit while he's over here, though. Yeah, chat. Like, well, it's not just the Eternity Seeds, honestly.